You guys, welcome back to King Ols. And yeah, I'm gutted about this one. Not gonna lie, absolutely gutted about this one. I'm a big fan of VOLK. I'm a big fan of VOLK. So yeah, I'm honestly gutted he lost this one. I really wanted him to humble Ilia, but I know I fair play to Ilia, I guess. He did a good job hyping the fight up, I guess, but nah, it's unfortunate VOLK lost. It is, but. Let's be honest. Watching that, we could tell as soon as that fight started when they met in the middle of that octagon. It was obvious that he was going to win that fight. You could just tell by those first two hard leg kicks at that start of that first round. You just knew that was going to be it for VOLK, really. You could just tell with the pressure that Ilia was putting on. You could just tell VOLK was going to get caught. Ilia was landing some good shots on that chin as well in that first round and throughout that second round before the finish. Ilia was landing some good shots and putting some good combos together. He was. So it's not a surprise to me at all. I don't know how the judges actually even gave that first round to VOLK. I'm not going to lie. I thought Ilia took that first round. Looking at my notes here from what I said at the end of that first round, I scored it 10-9 to Ilia. I said Ilia was putting some good shots together, especially up top, threw some good hard leg kicks as well throughout that first round. And then VOLK kind of came into it in that final last minute and a half of that first round. VOLK kind of came back into it with a few decent leg kicks of his own, changing styles a bit. But then in that second round, they came out and the pressure Ilia was putting on was good. Ilia was landing a good jab. Yes, VOLK was switching between styles as he usually does. But you could just tell throughout that second round. I know Ilia's got his number here. You could just tell, and then Ilia Topuria ended up knocking VOLK out cold as well. 2 KO losses in a row now for VOLK. It's unfortunate, not good to see. I'm upset about that one. To be fair, I am. I know it's just the whole thing. It's just I know. VOLK was just doing his normal thing. It's not like there was anything. I know, it was not like that. VOLK came into this fight with a completely wrong game plan. He was just fighting and he was, and then they just got caught. I mean, to be fair, saying about that game plan, actually, he could have wrestled a bit in this one. To be fair, because I feel like he would have got the better of Ilia with the wrestling. But yeah, I feel like at times you never know. VOLK could have took this fight to the ground, but he was never going to win this fight on the feet, though. Really, with a box like Ilia, he was never going to. So I know. I guess he kind of did get the game plan messed up. Actually, my head's all scrambled after watching that one. To be honest with you. I mean, fair play to Ilia. Deserved winner. Did exactly what he needed to do. Is a great shot to win the fight as well. Good body shot leading up to it as well. To be honest with you, but yeah, you could just tell. Ilia was landing some great shots throughout, and just VOLK was just out of range quite a bit as well. I mean, yeah, it's just VOLK was out of range a few times when he was throwing. And yeah, you could just tell. You can just tell as soon as they came out, that was going to be it for VOLK, and Ilia was winning. Ilia, just the confidence he came out with as well. He was just easily able to take that front foot and put the pressure on VOLK. And Ilia's footwork is so bloody good as well. It just caught VOLK off guard. I mean, the thing is, though, I know. Was it too soon for VOLK to take that fight? I feel like there were a lot of questions coming to this fight of was it too soon for VOLK after, Makhachev knocked him out late October? And then, this is mid-Feb. And then, I know it's is it too soon? Was it too soon for VOLK to come back after that? Should he have taken more time off? He needs to now. VOLK needs to take time off. I know it's going to be we all know it's going to be hard for him because of what he spoke about after that Makhachev fight with his problems. But I know, he needs to be sat down and spoke to about it, in my opinion, because he needs to take time off. If he wants a rematch, that, he needs to take time off and, take it later on this year, in my opinion. I feel like he should take a good amount of time off, come back like September, October time or something. I feel like that's how long Volk should have off at least before he goes into a rematch. But does he want that after coming off 2 KO defeats? That's the thing. It's a tough situation with Volk, to be honest with you, with what he could do from here. With Ilia, I doubt he'd want to sit around till like September, October time. But who knows how long Volk would be out for. Like he might even want to come back sooner. That's the thing. But I don't think he should. It'd be bad if he does. I mean, for Ilia, Holloway's fighting Gaethje at UFC 300, so it won't be Holloway who Ilia fights next. I feel like what Ilia should do is he should probably fight the winner of Yair and Ortega next week, and then probably be whoever wins that. Probably be Rodriguez who wins, even though Ilia and Rodriguez is an interesting fight, but I think Ilia would probably win, and then eventually he rematches Volk. It's a tough one because honestly, I don't know what Volk does. Like, he's 35 now, hasn't got the time on his side really. It looks like Volk's chin's kind of declined as well. I mean, it's also that, let's be real. It was too soon for him to come back. It definitely was. Against someone like Ilia as well. Even though, I did predict Volk to win. But I don't know, that was probably just me, having a lot of hope in Volk because he's one of my favorite fighters. But it's unfortunate to see him lose. It is really upsetting to see Volk lose twice in a row by KO, brutal KOs as well. This was a real brutal KO. This one was a real brutal KO. It's a brilliantly set up in time shot by Ilia. But yeah, fair play to him. Fair play. But it's gonna be good for Spain. The UFC gonna get a lot of Spanish fans now, I guess. Fair play. Ilia now probably deserves a fight in Spain. That'll probably be next. But fair play to Ilia. Gutted for Volk, to be honest with you. It's difficult to see, and say where Volk goes from here now, because it's obviously not the fans. It's not our choice, like what Volk does. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I just hope for his sake, for Volk's sake, his coaches sit down, talk to him about the whole situation, tell him take time off, and try and keep himself occupied as well while he's recovering, because coming off 2 back-to-back brutal knockout defeats, he needs time off. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, King Ols. Speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Peace out.